You're on Team Blake with one other team member you're competing against. Does that add to the pressure that's on you, or is it just the same on you as it is with everybody else?
I gotta say, I love my team. Jim Ranger is one of my best friends. So being having him here and me still being here, it takes the pressure away because we joke around all day long and we have our meetings at the end of the days where we get to kind of decompress. So I mean, having Jim on the team right now is nothing but a joy, really. And in the top five, I feel like everybody's a winner and there's so much amazing talent. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just having fun at this point.
And speaking of pressure, is there any additional pressure when you are sort of wearing the Team Blake hat, a guy who's had so much success on this show and specifically in the finale?
Oh yeah, you always want to do your best, and being a part of a team, like I'm a team player, and I want everybody to look good, and I want to be that guy to help do it. I I gotta say, working with Blake, he's so laid back and not in a bad way, in a way where he's just confident and he's just doing it and he's very present. So I kind of, that kind of rubs off on you in the fact where it's like you take it very, very seriously, but you also have to enjoy it and deliver it honestly.
Ian, the original single was called Never Learn. What do you think is the biggest lesson that you took from this entire competition now that it's over?
With that song in mind,
Or in general, yeah, just basically the biggest lesson that you've taken from the season. Obviously, it's a format that
oh,
you've probably never done before, obviously.
oh yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick just one thing, but I think for me, I cannot express to you how hard it is for me to be on camera and how awkward I feel and how how difficult it really can be for me to like just know that I'm on camera. It's terribly uncomfortable for me, and this has been a really great learning experience and has gotten me much more comfortable. And I mean, I've played 1,000 shows, but I'm not like on the TV, and I'm not being filmed for interviews and stuff. So it's just been a really big growing process for me to kind of like learn myself more and how I want to be as an artist. And that's really what I've taken the most out of it, is just learning myself.
Kelly was so complimentary of you tonight. So many good things to say. What was it like working with her this season? Can you take us through that?
Working with Kelly Clarkson literally is like a dream come true. I couldn't have asked for a better coach. She is literally the definition of a coach. She's not gonna cheerlead you. She's not gonna steer you wrong. Like she first of all, she's been through this process. So she knows like what I'm going through mentally, emotionally, and not only was she coaching me on songs vocally, but she was just, she would self check, how are you feeling, and what's going on. I know that the schedule is hectic. What are you doing? Here's some tricks. So she was just that is that down south southern hospitality. She was so great, like literally one and the same. Like the way that she treats people with her hospitality, with her humility, just that's how she is as a coach. What you see on TV, that's how she is in person. And I'm eternally grateful to have that memory, to have this memory and this moment sketched into my book of life.
Was there one moment prior to tonight's finale, like one performance where you knew that you had a shot at winning the whole thing?
No, I'm not gonna lie. So every performance that I've done, I've always just left it all at the stage. Like, you know, it's always been a I hope. I never would put it in my forefront of my mind that it's a possibility I could win. Because I never wanted to have expectations for something and then get let down. So I know that it's a possibility because there's only 5 people here, but I'm just I'm just happy going on the ride and being surprised. Every time they called my name and they voted me in, I was like, "Oh crap. I got another round. Yay." I never was standing up there like, "Yes, I got this." I always stood up there like, "Hey, I hope I get this, and if I don't, kudos to the next person who has it." So, I've always gone into the situation not expecting but grateful for what I get out of.
I just wanted you to sort of take me through the relationship with John. Like, what was it like working with him through the season? How did it grow and how did it evolve to take you to the finale?
Oh, good. As you can see, anytime you mention his name, I just get the biggest smile on my face. But John is an incredible human being, which I think should be the leader. Love and gratitude should always be the leader, more than being a great artist or a great coach. Being a great human being is what should be the most important thing. Then comes your art. It's just how I feel. But he is exactly what you see on the TV. He has such a big heart, not just a big beautiful voice, but a big beautiful heart, and he's incredible being around. We recorded our duet, which we're going to sing tomorrow, which I can't tell you what it is until you watch the show. But being in the studio with him and just sitting next to him and him saying, "Are you happy with that? You want to hear it again?" Or whatever it was just like him encouraging me, telling me not to be shy. He's like, "Don't be shy. Like, I know you can sing and I know you can play." So we have this really great relationship, and there's so many parallels that John and I share. He grew up in the church. His grandmother played the piano. My grandmother played the piano. He played for the church choir. I played for the church choir on the piano and the organ. So there's so many parallels that he and I share. I mean, he's a big proponent of Black excellence, as am I. And he is also someone who stands up for equality and justice for all. And so I am happy to have had the opportunity to be mentored by someone as amazing as him, and to know that he believes in me with his whole heart, and that he has had such wonderful things to say to me and to write to me. He's just a great person. So the relationship is actually what you see. There is a mutual respect for each other. I respect him to the highest degree, and I believe that he also respects me, just from things that he and I have shared when we were in the studio and talking on the stage after the show has wrapped. So I feel quite blessed. As my teacher would say, I feel anointed and appointed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to jump right in. Carter, can you take me through this season and what it was like working with GWEN?
This season has been incredible, and I think that's a testament to GWEN. She is such an excellent coach who gives phenomenal advice, and I'm just overall so blessed and lucky to have her in my corner, and I really feel like I've grown through this experience because of her.
Hey, Jim. This has obviously been a season unlike any other. Has that taken away from the experience at all? Like not having a live audience, not like feeding off that like energy? Or do you feel like it's almost been an advantage? Because if you can get through something like this, hell, performing at like an arena or something is going to be no big deal because you went through it without an audience.
Ignorance is bliss. I don't know what I don't know. The only thing I know is this season, and it has, I don't know. I don't feel like I've missed anything. Again, I don't have anything to compare it to because I haven't been a part of other seasons. I've talked with some of the past contestants, and, it does feel like there was some things that maybe we missed out on when it comes to just, how much you're able to interact with each other and the coaches and different stuff because of protocols. There's only so much you can do. And half of the time it was Zoom calls and, stuff like that. So for sure, I think, we probably missed out on some of that. But I also know that the relationship and the bond that has happened between the contestants is directly because of the circumstances, because we've been locked in this together. We've had to be through this whole thing and go through it all together. And, Ian, he's my dude. We're brothers now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We've walked this thing together. We vent to each other every night. So that bond that we had, I don't know if the other contestants, other past seasons had that because they weren't locked down together to where they had to only interact with each other, and so for us from the beginning, that's how it's been. We've been a family since the beginning of this thing. And, yeah, man, I don't know, but I don't feel personally, I don't feel like I missed anything. This has been the time of my life. The stuff I have learned and grown in there's no way to even list it. It's truly been one of the most magical, enlightening things I've ever been a part of in my life. And I learned so much about myself as well through this whole thing. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. I think I don't know what I missed out on, but I know I know what I got was pretty spectacular.
Thank you.